it's almost impossible as a thoughtful investor to say I shouldn't be involved. There's something you're actually not being honest with yourself.
Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video banger. In today's video, we're going to be going over a fundamental PDF showing you guys that there is, for a fact, a massive transfer of wealth taking place. Large organizations are attempting to bring this information to light via the general public. However, the mainstream media is never going to cover any of the topics that we're going to discuss in today's video breakdown. And I'm going to couple that with some panel discussions and some video clips from some individuals, reputable individuals, confirming some of the things layered in this document. With all of that being said, if you enjoy these in-depth video breakdowns, do us a favor, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. Always attempting to keep you guys in the loop with what's really happening behind the scenes, this new digital infrastructure that's being built, and the massive opportunity at hand to take advantage of these new technological advancements.
To partners, you said 2024 has the potential to be what you called a pivotal moment for inclusive growth. So can you expand on that for us and ultimately what it means for the UAE?
24 is a very, very important year, in my opinion, when you look at the next 5, 10 years, 15-year trajectory going forward, particularly when you look at the sectors that the UAE is focusing on, and de facto the sectors that we as an investment institution, Mubadala, are focusing on. So when you look at key themes, energy transition, technology, artificial intelligence, within that, digital infrastructure, these are all spaces that are undergoing a massive transformation, I would say a profound transformation, that today, when we look back in 10 years, we will look at 2024 and probably 2023 as really critical foundation years for a massive investment journey in these spaces that investment institutions and countries, in this case, that took the right decisions in these two, in my opinion, critical years, 23, 24. 10 years from now, we'll look back I think, and we'll be very satisfied if they took the right decisions.
We can see this PDF, again, shared in the private CYPRX research channel. Shout out to the CYPRX research team, always bringing you guys just the most valuable in-depth research. Thought Lab, building a future-ready investment firm, right? So we're going to go over this today. Let's go ahead and change this color so we can see some of these highlights. How firms are reinventing their business for the next era of investing. So follow along, and as we go through this information, we are going to also play some video clips. We can see that this document, put together in partnership with Deloitte, FNZ, sponsored by AWS. So we have some large organizations contributing to this specific PDF. So I'd say, again, you need to be highly attentive and pay attention to the information that is jam-packed in this document. Here it goes on to say, becoming future ready. The global wealth management industry faces converging megatrends that are redefining investor needs and reshaping the industry at a time of growing economic geopolitical uncertainty. These trends include rapid technology innovation, mounting regulation, heightened competition, and broad demographic shifts. To prepare for the next era of wealth management, investment firms need clear views of the changing expectations of today's diverse set of investors and how competitors are rethinking their products and services. Internal processes, go-to-market strategies, value propositions, and business models to keep them happy. Have an artificial intelligence and digital transformation strategy will be imperative. So again, this just confirms that there is a massive digital transformation taking place.
Like Amazon, Facebook, these are natural networking businesses. Now, in AI, I think there's going to be different flavors of it, and there'll be, my hypothesis, there'll be 10 or 20 companies that can survive because you won't work with one global foundational model like a Google. There'll be domain-specific models, and there'll be models that are good for certain industries. So I think it's going to be a broader, group of companies that rise from this, maybe what is a little bit of a speculative bubble right now. But I think it is for real. The productivity gains are enormous, and it frees up human capital to do other things. And so I'm not scared of AI. I view AI as, I can date myself, when I was in college, we still used, for accounting, I was an accounting major, still used slide rules. And people thought that when HP 12Cs came in, it was dangerous because we wouldn't be able to do math. But that was far from the truth. That just increased productivities, that brought us personal computers, that brought us now large-scale computing, and now AI. And so I think AI will be one of those 5 factors in the next 10 years, 20 years that changes everything.
Now, who was involved in this study? It says this study included a benchmarking survey of senior executives from a cross-section of 250 wealth management firms, from independent wealth advisors, private banks to wealth management divisions with regional and international banks. So again, this is why you should be paying attention to this information. We know that every single bank and regions across the board are tapped in to this digital transformation.
It is super exciting for us. We start from banks, so literally, without naming names, we are talking to virtually every bank in the region.
Here it goes on to say, digital innovation, mounting regulations, heightened competition, sustainability, pressures, and demographic shifts will redefine investor needs and experiences and reshape the industry in years ahead.
And what I think people miss about the Bitcoin ETF now, everyone says it's so great for Bitcoin. BlackRock, Invesco are not going after the Bitcoin ETF just for Bitcoin, right? And it's not just about tokenization either. If you make the tokenization bet and the Bitcoin bet and the Ethereum bet, you're really making a financial infrastructure bet. And so to me...
And our world of financial infrastructure is changing. And the way we transact with each other is going to change.
If you're coming to this space with a blank slate and you ignore all of the bias and the things you've heard in the headlines and the froth, and you just start with where we are from that lens, it's almost impossible as a thoughtful investor to say I shouldn't be involved. There's something you're actually not being honest with yourself. It's almost impossible as a thoughtful investor to say I shouldn't be involved. There's something you're actually not being honest with yourself.
So key vocabulary right there, again, having that long-term perspective, understanding that this is not going to be an overnight race, a get-rich-quick scheme, and really understanding the opportunities that lie ahead. Here it says a future vision of the industry. 69% of these large organizations that conducted this survey say that by 2028, AI will significantly change the way that their firms work. They also say 47% that blockchain and related technologies will reduce the need for intermediaries such as custodians and clearinghouses. These are massive percentages, people. You need to wake up and really see what is taking place. As we scroll down here, it says, this is coming from the Yanni Asia founder. This is coming from the founder and CEO of eToro. Technological transformation, first digital and now AI, has lowered the barriers to entry and significantly increased the retail participation. You no longer need six-figure incomes to invest. That is also a massive statement, yet the vast majority of lower income earning individuals have no freaking idea what is taking place and the opportunities that lie ahead. Then we have this individual right here. I'm not going to butcher their names. You can check that out. Chief Information Officer, Putnam Investments, says, everything is changing because of digital disruption. This includes the role of crypto as an asset allocator or currency, digitally enabled production, innovation, pervasive cyber threats, the adoption of technology due to demographic shifts, and now generative AI. Given these shifts, regulated changes won't be slowing anytime soon. There isn't an area of business that is not affected. Whether on the side of the investor or the advisor, a graph of the changes would show a continuous line upward.
Why? What's your message to people that are missing this? What's your message to the skeptics? You mentioned Sherrod Brown or Elizabeth Warren, but how about the traditional finance skeptics? There's a guy by the name of Jamie Dimon. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
A lot of friends who work for him. You should see our text arguments about this. I also have friends at Vanguard. It's, you know.
There's a lot of people working on crypto with JP Morgan.
What's the messaging?
Well, the message to my friends is I'll answer in two ways. The people working under those guys don't agree. So I think anyone who's, I'm 38 years old, anyone who's under 40 almost uniformly has a view that that's not right. And that in and of itself in a generational wealth transfer era is important and worthy of note. So the arrogance of telling the younger generation that's not that young anymore, this is how it's supposed to go, I think is something. What I would tell people is ignore the noise and focus on one or two things that are real or that are at least developed in the crypto space and just start there. When the internet happened, our job at Galaxy isn't to defend crypto, just to be clear. Crypto's whatever the world wants it to be. The internet was whatever the world puts into the internet. You don't defend everything on the internet. You focus on the few things that matter. So I think it's a distraction point. People get distracted by a lot of the nonsense in crypto, and that's because crypto is noisy, and you got a lot of shitheads, and you got a lot of people that make stupid decisions. But there's a lot that's real, and I think the mistake is calling it all one thing.
That is a massive statement right there. Again, zooming out, understanding that the trajectory of these digital assets and these new technological advancements is up, right? Okay, long-term, give or take some correction pullbacks. As we scroll down here, it confirms that firms that modernize to meet their clients' needs will win and others will lose. What have we said in previous video breakdowns? That these large financial institutions understand that if they do not adopt, they will be left behind.
It becomes a very complex matrix, but if you can find that spot, you have a very strong business. So AI, you embrace AI, Every division of our group has an AI strategy, and we want to be out in front of where AI is going to go in all of our different businesses so that we don't want to be surprised. And we don't want to wake up one day and be out of business because we were naive or we had a blind spot. And so we're focused on it. It's going to be very productive for society, especially in the Western world. It'll be very productive when you get into China.
In the next era of investing, the winners will be those wealth management firms that modernize to meet investors' rising expectations for better digital experiences and holistic support. Those that are slow to respond will likely lose the market share as their clients switch to providers that are better equipped to fulfill their needs. So as an individual retail market participant, what do you think you should be doing? Paying attention. Those that adopt will prevail, and those that don't, again, will fall behind and miss out on these massive opportunities for life-changing wealth. Here it says, to cope with these disruptive changes, wealth management firms will need to transform their strategies around clients, advice, products, and services, along with business models. There is such a huge transformation happening right now. It's literally a transformation of wealth from the old world to the new world, right? And you can imagine how much money is all in this world, and it's all slowly starting to trickle over into these new digital technologies, right? I hope that you guys like my drawing right there. Become the Future Ready will require that they fully embrace digital and business innovation, and for many, accelerate their transformation programs so that they don't fall behind. Like, I want you guys to know that we're not making this up. We're not telling you guys that these businesses are going to fall behind. Remember, over 250 large organizations were surveyed for this, in collaboration with Amazon, in collaboration with Deloitte, and they're the ones saying this in their documents. It says it right here. The ones that don't will fall behind, right? Very interesting. I'm just saying, again, tap in, pay attention. As we scroll down even further, it says, over the next 3 years, so there's that prolonged extension outlook, wealth executives expect the advisor experience to become more digital, automated, cloud-based, and AI-enabled. This will allow advisors to work more efficiently and save time, improving their ability to handle more clients. As we continue on, it goes on to say, by 2027, again, long-term vision, the next generation will come into sharper focus. This is a massive statement, more than $15 trillion in wealth transfer from older generations to younger ones will happen by 2030. Reiterating my beautiful drawing, remember all the money that's in this old world is about to transition, that's an arrow, over to this new world. That's a circle, i.e. the globe, right? The new global financial infrastructure that they're building. Again, give me a thumbs up for that beautiful drawing I just made for you guys.
I'm going to buy stock in Apple Computer.
Yeah.
Is my Apple stock tokenized?
I think so, yeah.
Is it on my phone? Do I have a smart and secure wallet where my Apple Computer stock is right there on my phone?
I think so, yeah. And there's going to be so much, there's already been so much work on, it's only going to really scale when no one really thinks about it being crypto or Web3 backed or anything, and that integration is much closer than we expect. What people have been quietly doing in the last 2 years behind all the financial aspects of crypto and the noisy fraud of crypto is they've been building tens and tens of billions of dollars was put into venture in crypto in the last cycle, and you have passionate young entrepreneurs, the smartest coders in the world that have, what's different this time around is they're solving known problems. 6-7 years ago, you were sort of saying, well, again, is it going to be, are we doing modular blockchains? Is it Ethereum? Like, no one really knew. And now you need compliance, you need AML KYC, you need better UI UX, you need the integration of what you like.
Globally, investment providers are adjusting their strategies to do what? Attract younger investors. To enhance our client portfolios, we are launching new services specifically designed for new generations of investors, says Managing Director in Canadian Universal Bank. So that's a massive statement from a bank. Here it says that 32% of these individuals surveyed, i.e. large asset managing firms, banks, private family offices, right, that they will increase investments in cryptocurrencies and digital assets over the next 3 years. 3 years from now puts us in 2027. Having a long-term perspective, again, is reiterated in this document, okay? As we continue on, we have a couple more slides to share. Do us a favor, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. Always keeping you guys in the loop, showing you information that, again, is never going to make the mainstream. Here at CYPRX, we're always going to show you guys this information. So do us a favor and smash, this is a thumbs up, that thumbs up button, right? Okay. AI will remain the top investment. We know that AI is going to be absolutely transformative. Providers will continue to invest in AI heavily. Although not new to the industry, wealth management firms have relied on machine learning and natural language processing for years. Here you can see the biggest technology investments listed starting at the top, artificial intelligence, then goes into blockchain technology, and then goes into crypto and digital asset infrastructure. I like that crypto at least made the list, artificial intelligence being the top priority of investment allocation. Interesting, okay? I think that this is the last slide that we have for you guys. Here it says, AI is a game changer for the wealth industry. What the data says, 69% of these large organizations surveyed of wealth management firms believe that AI will significantly change the way that their organizations work over the next 3 to 5 years. 52% say that advances in AI and related technologies will have greater impact than any other trend over the next 3 years. And we know that artificial intelligence is going to be using digital assets in the future. 48% of providers are showing significant performance gains from scaling AI and automation across multiple functions. Then by 2027, the use of AI will grow, where it says 60% for servicing investors, 55% for portfolio management. Firms see high returns on major tech investments. This is last. You can see 71% are expecting major returns on cloud infrastructure. 57% are expecting major returns on blockchain technology. 53%, Internet of Things tech. 52%, artificial intelligence tech. And 41% are expecting major returns on crypto and digital asset infrastructure. So again, Web3 innovations, fourth industrial revolution technology in a nutshell, the things that we have been telling you guys to pay attention to here at CYPRX over the past couple of years now, right? So I think that that is it. Many blessings to you guys. Oh, look at that. One more, but we're not going to read it to save time. As always, be cognizant, be aware out there. I cannot stress enough that this type of research is absolutely imperative to do on your behalf to survive long-term. Clear as day, you can see large organizations in collaboration on this fundamental piece, aside from major banks and wealthy offices like Deloitte and Amazon, literally telling you all that if you do not adopt these technologies, you will fall behind. As always, keeping you guys in the loop. Do us a favor, smash that thumbs up button. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any further video breakdowns. I hope that you guys liked my drawings today. If you did, again, smash that thumbs up button, and I will see you all in the next video breakdown.